Dear folks, staying informed about technological changes is key to thriving in digital landscape.
There's more than 16 different types of schema and
Wow.
feature snippets that you can rank on the first page of Google Whiz.
Businesses they need to adapt to the strategies to stay competitive because in the digital landscape today there's a lot of competition as well.
SmartSite main focus is to rank on the first page of Google 5 to 8 times faster.
Hello and welcome to the Canadian SME Small Business Podcast. I'm your host Kripa Anand, here to share insights to empower entrepreneurs across Canada. Today we are joined by Bassem Ghali, founder of Green Lotus Digital Marketing Agency and an award-winning expert with over 20 years of experience. From SEO to AI-driven strategies, Basim has transformed how businesses thrive online. Demonstrated success in digital marketing has led to speaking engagements at marketing events worldwide and the honor of winning the Entrepreneur of the Year award two times in 2015 by the Canadian Association of Marketing Professionals and in 2020 from Canadian SME Awards. Stay tuned for an inspiring conversation with Bassem, his journey from immigrating to Canada 20 years ago to building an award winning agency. It's truly remarkable. Welcome to the podcast, Bassem. How are you doing today?
Good. Thanks for having me.
It's our pleasure, and I'm very excited for the conversation that we're going to have today because we live in a world today where digital marketing for businesses is no longer a choice. It's something that you have to do, right? And with the ever evolving landscape, the introduction of Google's latest AI updates, the rules of the game are changing again. Can you please tell all our listeners some of the key highlights of Google's new AI overview and what should small businesses specifically know about these changes?
Awesome. So, what we know is that 90% or more of us, when we look for a new product or a new service, what do? We Google it.
Google, yeah.
And now, with the new Google AI, Sundar Pichai actually said that now Google will be doing the Googling for you.
Mhm.
So instead of you getting all these relevant results and then you have to pick and choose which one to follow, then Google will be using their own AI technology called Gemini to summarize the top most trusted sources and give you the conclusions right there at the top. So what is going to happen is that is going to like push all the regular SEO and organic results down. So it was already hard to rank on the first page of Google. Now is going to become 10 times
Difficult.
harder.
Right.
And all the top results will be generated from the AI. They will have sources links to link to where the Gemini got those answers from. But now the game have changed. The top of Google is no longer what we used to know. There's new rules to the game and we all have to adapt.
Right. That was a very nice and clear breakdown. But can you explain how will these AI advancements specifically impact the local businesses in the economy?
Good question. So another trend that is happening right now that more than 58% of all clicks on Google result in zero click.
Right.
So meaning that people are getting the information that they want right from the first page of Google or changing their search criteria. And from that perspective, local and small businesses will have to understand that the normal way of doing things is no longer valid because people expect to find the answers without going to your website.
Right.
That is a very important point. There's so many ways that we can deliver answers to audience without coming to our website. There's actually something called feature snippets or schema. There's more than 16 different types of schema and feature snippets that you can rank on the first page of Google Whiz. I think the most we've done for a client was 5 times on the first page of Google, in a feature snippet, in an AI, in a Google map. All of these things now help users know about your brand, learn about how they can interact with you without even coming to your website.
Wow. And it's ironic that people have spent so many years learning how to achieve SEO and perfectly how to be on top. Dear folks, staying informed about technological changes is key to thriving in digital landscape. Take time to understand these updates and align them with your business goals for optimal results. Next, we were talking about how the digital world evolves, businesses they need to adapt to the strategies to stay competitive, because in the digital landscape today there's a lot of competition as well, because everyone is trying to do the exact same thing. What are some of the strategies that you'd recommend to small business owners to stay competitive as well as relevant?
I always have 4 steps of success. And no matter what you do, these are the steps that your business must take to succeed in this day and age.
Mhm.
Number one is a great foundation. Your business foundation online is your website. After 20 years of doing SEO and building websites, we now only narrowed it down to only 2
Right.
platforms. And if you're not on one of those 2 platforms, we don't even accept you as a client. The number one platform, which is no surprise, is WordPress.
Mhm.
Second platform is our own platform called Green Lotus Smart Site, and that's what we won a bunch of awards for. There's a third platform for the e-commerce businesses, Shopify. So that's step number one. Step number two is sales automation. Your website is not a business card. Your website needs to interact and convert people from visiting your website to becoming clients, to book an appointment, to text, to have a chat with you. All of these things, how to make your website more approachable. Then step number three is search engine optimization.
Mhm.
There is no way around it. If you expect people to find and learn about you, then you need to be found on the first page of Google, and first page of Google or nothing. There's a joke in my industry which is where to hide a dead body. Second page of Google.
Nobody clicks it, right?
Nobody goes there.
Yeah.
And then the fourth strategy is paid advertising. I don't recommend doing paid advertising all year around, but there are seasonality for every product. We are in Christmas, there is winter tire season, there is summer season. Products go up and down, and you need to capitalize on your seasonality. And that's the only time that you spend on Google ads or Facebook ads or Instagram ads. Those are the 4 steps: good foundation, sales automation, search engine optimization, and paid advertising.
Perfect. Now, with that said, right tools are also very crucial when it comes to any business's success. They're essential for implementing an effective digital marketing strategy and staying ahead in today's competitive market. Can you tell us some of the tools and innovations like the Green Lotus Smart Side that helped your agency win awards and drive client success?
Thank you for asking that question, because it's the main purpose of Green Lotus Smart Site is to rank on the first page of Google. A lot of other builders were made for, like Wix is made for people who don't know how to design. WordPress is made for complicated tasks. Webflow made for animation and things like that. Smart Site main focus is to rank on the first page of Google 5 to 8 times faster. The second thing of the Smart Site is designed for mobile users first. All known or big site builders are designed for desktop first and then made responsive for mobile.
Hmm.
That is all technology, because
Right.
Google no longer care about your desktop website. They officially announced that like 5 6 years ago. We started the other way around. We designed the websites for mobile and then made it responsive for desktop. And the third feature that is do not exist, I don't believe in any site builders right now, the website adapt and change its behavior based on user interaction.
Hmm.
So if you run a local business or a restaurant or a showroom, the website can detect where the location of the visitor is. I'm like, hey, come buy for $10 off whatever our pizza, or come buy for our discounted on our showroom.
Wow.
If you run a clinic, the website can detect what time is the user visiting it. I'm like, sorry, we're closed for today. Do this, do that. And you can even test different promos and strategies for people coming from Facebook versus people coming from Instagram or Google. And one of the last things that is the number of visits. So if you come to my website for the first time, I show you a video. Coming for the second time, I say, hey, welcome back. Here's a promo. So one of the biggest things that a lot of people fall into, that like, well, my website is okay. Like it's just
Right.
there. Like Google my name, you'll find me.
Right.
I'm like, that is the worst
Existing
answer.
is not the point, right?
Exactly. Yeah, you have to. Your website is not just a flyer outside of your door. It needs like, hey, do you know about this? Do you know this? You can convert. You can do this. You can apply for this. Things like that. Your website is no longer a static picture on the wall.
Right. It's constantly learning and evolving as well, right?
Absolutely.
That's pretty impressive. And it's clear that these tools, they not only set businesses apart, but they also deliver measurable value to their growth efforts. To our listeners, success isn't just about having the best tools, it's about understanding your audience and adapting to their needs. Stay focused and don't hesitate to innovate. After the break, we'll dive into Bassem's inspiring entrepreneurial journey and what it takes to build a thriving business in Canada.
Hey, you think you know UPS? Yeah, that's us. Everybody knows that. You know what you didn't know? This. Okay, try to keep up. Ocean, us. Ground, rail, air, so us. Guess who? Us. Customs cleared, borders cleared, done. Us. You still with me? Wait for it. Boom. Us. Intelligent, automated, fulfillment. Us. Yep. Healthcare too. Digital your thing? Yeah. Well, book it, ship it, track it. You feeling me yet? Yep. That's all us. That's all UPS.
Four billion people check their email every day. That's 4 billion missed opportunities if your message doesn't make it. To reach your customer's inbox, you need a winning strategy. And Constant Contact delivers. Literally, over 97% deliverability. Elevate your email game with easy-to-use templates, writing assistants powered by AI, and in-depth metrics. Ensuring your email is flawless, delivered, and read. Constant Contact delivers. Give it a try.
At IHG Hotels and Resorts, we're in the business of you.
We're here to help you plug in,
Connect and recharge.
make an impression,
and meet with confidence.
With 19 brands built for business,
your business gets even more rewarding.
With an award-winning loyalty program at 6,000 IHG hotels and resorts worldwide.
Welcome back. Let's continue our conversation with Bassem Ghali and uncover the story behind his entrepreneurial success. Now, let's talk about the man himself. Let's hear more about your personal journey and how it shaped your approach to digital marketing. Behind every successful business is a story of resilience, right? Hard work and vision. So, your journey, from immigrating to Canada and becoming a leading entrepreneur is truly remarkable, first of all. What key lessons have you learned that you want to share with our listeners today?
The first key lesson was that the resilience, like there's something has to be in you that fires you
Right.
to succeed. And sometimes it's a good reason, sometimes it's a bad reason. Like,
Right.
for example, when I first came to Canada, my resilience was like, I cannot fail. I cannot go back home and say I failed.
Right.
So I just did whatever it takes not to fail. Now I have a different mindset. How can I do what I love to do while having the most amount of fun? Right. Second thing I would say is the knowledge and expertise. There's no degrees, like degrees and traditional universities and education is not what it was 20 years ago.
Right.
You can be an expert in AI and web design and digital marketing, whatever. If you put your head down for 6 months, learn, apply. You can know more what I know, because everything I learned for free. I researched, I tested, I tried. And the last thing is that the support network. You being an entrepreneur is a very lonely world.
Right.
Right? Sometimes you don't have the power to get up, do what you need to do to succeed. Having a support circle, someone that loves you and wish the best for you genuinely is more important than the journey itself.
So that was some wonderful advice. Now, my question is that all these things that you've learned over time, how did they help you in achieving the strategies that you make to approach clients and do the marketing? What's the take there?
I would say mistakes are your best friends. Learning from mistakes is one of my biggest strengths. We feel big and we change fast. I still remember when we launched Canada's first SEO tools. We're still till today the only Canadian company that have their own SEO tools. There's like Moz and Majestic and SMrush, but they're all like US based or from the UK. And we launched it for $8 a month.
Wow.
Right? Like I just wanted to see, like,
Yeah.
I'm like, the technology didn't cost that much. I just
Just
wanted
as an
to see,
experiment, right?
right?
Yeah.
And we sold and we sold and we sold, and I could not support even 10% of them. I didn't have the staff, I didn't have a ticketing system, and people got upset, and some people are left, and some people still with me till today for that $8 a month that saw the value. But one of the biggest learnings is that even if the technology costs less than $8, how much does it cost to serve it?
Right.
How much does it cost to keep a client happy? How much does it cost to always keep updating? Because now we're investing into how to track how websites and businesses rank with AI overviews, right? So all of these costs, now the cost is 10 times that price, but whoever clients that do come with us do appreciate the work, the effort, the value that we offer.
Right.
So I would say make mistakes fast, like make big mistakes and change fast, pivot fast.
That's some great advice again, and inspiring to see how personal experiences, how they shape your professional success, and they have a big part to play. Dear listeners, Bassem's story reminds us that success is built on perseverance and a commitment to excellence. Let it inspire you to reach your goals no matter the obstacles. Finally, now let's talk about what's next for Green Lotus and the future of digital marketing. So, as we spoke about how it's ever evolving, and businesses need to stay ahead and, to curve and to remain competitive. What's next for Green Lotus in the sense of how do you envision it in the next 5 years and decade, and how do you parallel it?
There's few things that we're trying to do with Green Lotus. The first thing is niching down. When I started the business, I wanted to be like as big as GoDaddy. I serve everyone, this and that. Now we're trying to niche down to few verticals like home construction, medical, and cannabis businesses. And the other one is to take AI to the new level, which is basically how do we implement AI in a way that actually turn a benefit, a return on investment at the end of the day to my clients. We're investing in few things like phone answering AI, time management AI, things like that. I can show value, because the hottest lead and the hottest sale that comes to my clients is a phone call. And if you are a busy accountant or a busy home builder or whatever that is, you miss that phone call, you miss the sale, because more than 80% of people will work with the first person that they talk to. And the last one, as I mentioned, we are developing new scripts and new technologies into Green Lotus SEO tools to start measuring the Google AI overviews and how would it impact my clients.
Wow, all of this sounds very exciting. And lastly, I'd like to ask you for your advice for small business owners who are looking to future-proof their digital marketing strategies.
The future is changing rapidly. So if you think the time it took us to move from radio to TV, from TV to the internet, from the internet to like iPhones and smartphones, the gaps in times actually collapse like up to like 5 to 8 times. So the next technology like AI in 2-3 years might not be the new thing, right? So jump head first, right? Do not just like put your feet in the water, jump head first. Try this, research some tools in your business. There is a lot of AI specific tools for each practice, for dentists, for lawyers, for this and that, and test it out. If it bring a positive ROI and you can see the benefit of it, then you have leaped forward. A lot of people ask me, would AI replace me? Would I lose my job because of AI?
Right.
I would say no, but your company will lose clients to other companies that use AI to make their work more efficient. So make AI and the newest technology always your best friend, and try to just see for yourself. Do not listen to other people's experience. I know that right now online, everyone is making 17 figures and doing this and doing that, but try to do it yourself. See if it has any merits to your business.
Wow, that's very nicely put. And I agree with you. AI is not a replacement for humans, but I think a combination of AI and human in a perfect blend, I think that's the answer and that's the solution for every AI existing problem out there. Now, before we let you go, Bassem, is there any final piece of advice you'd like to give to all of our small business owners and entrepreneurs and people who are just planning to start up? What would you say to them?
One of the nicest podcasts I was actually listening to in my way here, that I know you guys all know that the journey is more important than
Right.
the actual destination.
Right.
But very equivalently, happiness is actually when your expectations are not tied into your circumstances. I know that you can be going through a rough time. We are in a financial crisis, but if you're not comparing you to someone else, if you're content, peaceful, happy, healthy, have family, have kids, your business is doing okay, you're in perfect condition. If you open your tap of water and there is clean water coming out of it, you're better than 80% of the world that have unsanitary water. Right? If you are living in Canada and US, you're in the top 1% of the world. Like back in my home country, more than 50 million people make less than $3 a day. Every day I remember that. I'm like, wow, I'm like the Ronaldo of like Egypt, right? Like I'm not Bill Gates or anything, but I'm not comparing myself to him, right? Where's where I was, what was the projection, and what I have achieved is something remarkable for everyone to celebrate every day.
Wow, I think that was $1 million advice. And to simplify it, I would say be grateful and be content, right? And be thankful for everything that you've gotten. And it takes a lot of courage to reach where you have. So acknowledge that, right? That was Bassem. Thank you so much for this conversation. And I lived every second of it. Thank you so very much.
Thanks a lot. Appreciate it.
Today's episode with Bassem Ghali was packed with valuable insights on Google AI updates, digital marketing strategies, and tools for success. A special thank you to Bassem for sharing his story, and to our sponsors, RBC, UPS, Constant Contact, IHG Hotels and Resorts, and Google for supporting this podcast. For more expert insights and inspiring stories, visit CanadianSME.ca and subscribe to the Canadian SME Small Business Magazine. Until next time, this is Kripa Anand signing off. Stay innovative, stay informed, and keep thriving. See you in the next episode.